Hola, ¿cómo está? Coming to you live from the east end of Hawthorne Bridge, the northeastern side. I just received a flyer, questionnaire, an inventory packet or an interview packet. I approached the fence. I asked them if they had any places I could stay. I was informed that that particular encampment is for queer and queer allies only, and that you must prove that you are an ally before you can stay at that encampment. The one I originally filmed. So I was absolutely 100% accurate when I said that they were ideologically bent in a manner that made them almost too political to be a community organization. I don't see how they could be receiving federal money but still act in such a political manner. But they then told me that if I was not a supporter of BLM, that I would have absolutely no chance at staying at any of the 3 shelters that they have. 2 were in the original video, and then they have 1 more that is across from the TPI, which truly is a houseless, homeless shelter area. That's where extremely indigent people are, over there in that part of town by the train station. But this encampment over here, right next to the U.S. Federal Courthouse, is not an encampment that is for everyone. It's an ideological camp, 100%, without question. I asked him if there was any rules at the camp. He said there was 0 rules. He said that you could come and go as you please. You could leave for 3 days and then come back as long as you allow for them to know what was up. They said that if you can come and go at any hour of the night, even though at all my shelters that I've ever been at, they've always been lights out type situations, and it's been a little bit more structured. And it's in order to be for everyone to be safe, you know? It's in order to keep everybody safe in the camp or in the shelter usually. But I was struck by the fact that he said that it was pretty lawless. So in that manner, I also think that that's atypical for a place receiving either money from the state or money from the U.S. federal government to be operating without any sort of standard operating procedures or any sort of standards at all. It needs to be assessed and analyzed and easily be looked into, especially in conjunction with the violence that we've had. It's not a far stretch to assume that there are individuals, active criminals in that encampment currently, that have assaulted the city and will continue to assault the city until they stop. So, those are the facts. It's currently pretty late. I went over there. I was quite hesitant at first, and when I spoke to this gentleman, his name was Eugene. He really made it clear that the area was definitely not for white males. That's one thing that he made almost absolutely clear in a manner that I asked him if the facilities were segregated, and he said, he laughed. He said, "Ha ha ha, no, not not completely. And I just was, it just made me sad, because whenever we segregate ourselves from our fellow man, we cut ourselves off from each other. I tried to speak to him in that manner, but I recorded some of that conversation. I'll probably post it. The reason why I began to record the conversation is because earlier in the conversation he had told me that I was unable to stay in camp unless I was a member or supported BLM, Black Lives Matter, which is a political organization. That's a political question. Why do I need to answer that? I'm just trying to get some help here. But that's the way the situation transpired, and hopefully I'll get home safely and get some sleep. This is the beautiful Willamette River. The encampment is right over there. This is Hawthorne. Then the U.S. Federal Courthouse is down there to the right, about 2 blocks. Well, thank you for listening.